Hi, everybody. My name is Selena Belisle, and I am the founder and one of the instructors here at CE Institute. We usually do CE classes for the massage, bodywork, and cosmetology industries and provide certificates with that paid training. But today I want to do a quick free little educational video here about how to set up a bridal event in somebody's house as a massage therapist or a body worker or a esthetician or whatever profession you're coming to us from. A couple years ago, Massage Magazine asked me to set up this little article here with instructions on how you might hold a bridal event with spa service, massage service in a client's home for a bridal party. And so I wrote this. You can find this article at massagemag.com. It's called Proven Steps to Building a Mobile Spa for Weddings. And this is for out-call service, house call. They call it mobile spa at Massage Magazine. And I'm going to go through and explain the various steps on how you might achieve this. Now, first of all, if you can get the bridal party to come to your establishment, that might be easiest of all, right? But sometimes it's hard to coordinate a bunch of people in one location at one time. It might be geographically inconvenient for them. If you're in a highly commercialized area, you might have limited parking to serve multiple people at the same time. Who knows what's going on? So in this article, while you could do a lot of these ideas at your establishment, this article I specifically wrote to do a house call or out call service. You would normally go with more than one practitioner to do a bridal event. Okay, but let's say there's 10 women, you don't necessarily need 10 practitioners to be there. In fact, it's probably more ideal if there's maybe half the number of practitioners as there are the number of people receiving service, so that it's worth the travel time to go to the house, set up, do the services, break down, and then travel back home for the practitioner. So with bridal parties, what's really fun and interesting is the evolution we are having into a more health conscious world. Today, bridal parties and bachelorette parties are not always about going out and getting wasted and drunk a couple days before your wedding and being hungover for days and stuff like that, right? We have a population of brides that are wanting more health conscious options to celebrate their wedding party. And one of the ways that you can do that is through a spa or massage party or event at one of the dedicated bridal party participants' homes or something like that. So what I do when I do these bridal events is I want to be very clear, everyone's included, whether or not they're receiving service. And I'm going to tell you how I charge and package and bundle for that. And how I include everyone at the bridal party, whether some people don't want a massage. They've never been massaged in their life. They don't want it, and that's all you have is massage available, maybe scrubs and other things, but they don't want anyone to touch them. That's fine. We're going to do a relaxation room, okay? And I call this like a place of Zen. I prohibit cell phones. This is a no cell phone zone. We're trying to disconnect from the outside world and build a quality time experience within the party and the participants themselves, okay? So there's no phones in this relaxation room. And I would love if everybody was wearing robes and slippers, whether that's something that you have and you can launder on your own. You would include that expense with whatever you charge for your party. Or you can tell the bridal party, hey, everybody has a bathrobe, right? Bring your own robe and slippers, okay? You're gonna need this at this party. So that's one of the things that I like to do when I'm creating this relaxation room. There's many other things you can do for it as well. In this bridal event party that I wrote for Massage Magazine, I created it with a lavender theme. So think about doing things in purple. Okay, making little purple signs such as no phone zone and stuff like that, Zen room, other types of things where you can hang signs up and really make this feel like it's a special event. You're not just in somebody's home, you're actually at a special event at somebody's home. You're the creator of that. You have to set this up and create this for everyone. I have a little section here, set the scene. There's different things that you can do, such as dim the lighting, okay? Make sure things are not bright halogen light. I've even been known to bring light bulbs to people's houses. If they don't fit, they don't fit. And it's not like I go to their house first and look before. I have them briefly explain what they have for space. And as long as it sounds like it would work, I just go in kind of blind and make whatever work I have around me. I'll bring some, like a tea kettle or a hot, when I say tea kettle, it's just to warm water. And that tea kettle, that hot water warmer, is going to not only be available for the guests to make teas, herbal teas, lavender tea, but you can also use that tea kettle to warm water for foot soaks as well. And what I'll do is I'll usually sell like a package of service. I might charge $1,000 for 5 one-hour massages in this bridal event for up to 10 participants. So 5 people will get massages. Let's say some people didn't want massage anyway, or they're not contributing to the price, so they're not going to get service. Who knows? You can do a bridal event. Hey, 10 massages for 10 participants, and that's going to be $2,000. Whatever you want to charge, that's up to you. But most of the time, you're going to have participants that are there that do not want to receive service. So to set the scene for them so that they're not excluded, you'll have tea available. I bring magazines. Make sure that they're things like of neutral topics, such as travel and hobbies. Like cake decorating or food magazines and stuff like that. If you bring politically themed magazines and so forth, the conversation can go a little bit awry amongst the participants and guests. So I try and set this nice, relaxing mood where there's going to be this purple room of purple explosion, decorations everywhere. There's going to be tea available. They can sit in foot soaks. I'm going to add lavender essential oil to the foot soaks so that they can have something that's scented and themed to the bridal party. I also take cucumbers and I shave off a couple of the peels, and then I do slicing of the cucumbers so that they can put cucumber slices over their eyes. I'll go to Dollar Tree and I'll buy ridiculous purple things like purple feather boas, purple rimmed sunglasses and stuff like that. And because I've asked everyone to turn off their cell phone, I'll put in a disposable camera in the same place where the magazines are and stuff like that. And usually these parties will take pictures of one another draped around. Usually, sometimes 2 or 3 people will put one boa around them, tie them all themselves all together. And I've seen all types of ridiculous fun things that are making a special moment. And that's what this is about, is creating a special moment for your guests, for your customers, in addition to providing the service. Now, I might bring some bottled waters. I never allow alcohol because things can get messy pretty quickly. If somebody's drunk, they cannot provide informed consent for massage service or any service. So, those types of things, and then what are you going to do? Refund because they didn't get their service? Like, no, there's no alcohol at my parties. It stays pretty clean and neutral. Also, you don't want to have to card people. You don't want underage drinking at your event. There's so many nightmares that can happen with alcohol. So that's just a clear no-no. And I make sure the bridal party knows about this prior to arriving at the event. I do encourage that there's no children present. This shouldn't be a daycare and bridal party. It's tempting to have your kids there, but it's not as relaxing. And I also might have some snacks there because we might be there for a few hours too. But instead of just having the garbage, I might bring whole apples, pears. I might, if I can get individually wrapped lavender cookies or some type of lavender candy that's wrapped, I would do that as well. But I'd also have healthy alternatives too, maybe bags of pretzels if you're going to be there for a long period of time, and the women could be in that relaxation room for a long period of time. I usually get things that are kind of on a low budget, low cost. I'm not serving them like a 3-course meal or anything. Sometimes these bridal parties will cater food, and that's more than acceptable. I love it when they eat in the relaxation room. It gives them something to do. And if they wanted service, but they're not receiving it because there's not enough practitioners to do everyone at once, that's a great way to take up the time, is social eating, right? So your slice of mobile heaven Make sure that you have that one Zen room in a themed, I don't know, if the client, let's say the bride likes spearmint, you can do everything in green. There should be some type of theme that ties your whole event together where people can kind of lose themselves in the moment. That's what you're going for. And I also have take-home gifts for all the guests too. This is in my bridal package where, hey, I'm charging $1,000. You get 5 hours of service, 10 foot soaks, 10 take-home gifts, and I'll have a bulleted list of menu, what's included in this $1,000 package. When I go to Dollar Tree to get like my purple sunglasses and boas or whatever they have, because month to month it could be different inventory, I might also purchase like some purple candles and have those as a take home with a little saying or a thought or the bride's name etched on a little card with it. I think these little gestures to make sure everybody's included and everybody gets to participate in the party, whether they have service or not, is really important. It's almost like you're an entertainer in addition to the service provider. So you're setting that mood and that theme in that party. And that's really up to you to make sure it's a success. So in the theme, I'll review these pretty easily here. We've already gone through most of them. You're going to print things in purple paper. You can get purple paper, Office Max or Depot, Office Depot, and any type of signage you want to put up. You can even have a schedule. Mary's having her massage at 1, Sarah's having her massage at 2:15, and hang that schedule in the relaxation room. And you can tell these participants that if they want to swap the times, as long as it's the same service, go right ahead. It's right there on your schedule. Make it easy for you when you're not in the room to answer questions. Of course, lavender tea, any type of refreshments that you can offer, themed beverages is great. Adding lavender essential oil. I love using essential oils to create themes. If you have estheticians there, or maybe you're a body worker and you know how to do like body wraps, and you're going to do a lavender body wrap in a volcanic mud or something like that. Usually the mud doesn't really have a huge aroma to it, so adding lavender to that can keep a theme going. Also in people's houses, they usually have showers, right? So you can purchase lavender shower gel, or you can make your own lavender shower gel. And even at Dollar Tree, they have little individual 2-ounce, 3-ounce bottles, and you can create little lavender essential oil shower gels that you can provide to your guest if they want to take a shower. They're already there in a robe. Make sure your guest has plenty of towels. You might want to bring some towels for the foot soaks or showers as an extra if you feel like your guest might not have enough. Just make sure whatever you're charging for your party, you're charging for all these other little expenses too. That should be built into your party price. That's why I'm charging $1,000 for 5 massages. You might only charge $100, $125 an hour for your massages normally, but in this party where you're giving so much more snacks, you're driving in the house, you have setup time, you're making all these signs, you're doing a lot of booking and coordinating and so forth, you want to make sure that you include all these miscellaneous extras in that price. Your massage mediums, you can have lavender massage by just adding a couple drops of your lavender essential oil to an unscented massage oil or cream. Just make sure there's no allergies or aversions to the scent of whatever you're adding prior to doing so, because that wouldn't be an enjoyable experience for some. You can, with an unscented scrub, add lavender to that, keeping the theme going. If you're an aromatherapist, you have a diffuser that you want to use, you can add lavender essential oil. Even do an ambient bowl by taking a bowl of water and putting a couple drops of lavender essential oil. That will add a lavender scent to your no cell phone zone, to your themed party room, the relaxation room. You can take things like dried sprigs of lavender, put it around the magazines and so forth. That's going to make it feel more themed. Of course, all the toys. There might be, I love at Dollar Tree buying silly little things. Sometimes they have like these little paddle boards that you can do with a ball and a string. Sometimes they have jacks with a ball that you bounce and pick up those little toys and stuff like that. Even little toys that are supposed to be for 3-year-olds. These can be a really big fun hit at some of these bridal parties. Sometimes people won't touch them and think that they're goofy, and they are. But sometimes when you have that disposable camera there and everybody's trying to have a good time and create quality time, that going back to the roots are a great way to achieve that. So advertising this, once you've created your theme, once you have, hey, I want to do these bridal parties, they're great money, they're easy to do, you might gain clients that you would have never seen if you didn't have this bridal party, right? This is, maybe you're working on somebody who's having their first massage ever, they would have never booked an appointment at your office, but they don't want to be left out of the bridal party, so they're going to have a massage too. Now they want weekly massage. They can't believe what they've been missing out on. Let's figure out how we're going to advertise these incredible events that are, add income, add clients, and so forth, and add the visibility of your practice. Okay, there's a couple things that you can do. I've got this under big opportunity here in the article. Usually January to March is the best time to advertise wedding themed products, and your bridal party event is a wedding themed product. Okay, spring weddings are huge. It's the busiest time of year for weddings, so trying to get the word out that you're doing bridal party events anytime between January and March, great time to advertise. Sometimes newspapers have bridal sections and they might even have a pullout. If you feel that you've had a good return on investment with newspaper advertising, adding your bridal event to those special sections might be worth it. Let me see here. There's also in trade shows, I have done some bartering with trade shows where I'll be like, hey, I will work on your staff and give you, 4 hours of free massage for a half price booth or maybe a free booth, whatever you want to barter for. And if you can go to some of the wedding trade shows and book some of your bridal party events there at the trade shows, that's a great way to advertise, great way to gain clients, great way to gain visibility. You might just hand out brochures, that's fine. Who knows, that bride who's getting married, who was there for that trade show, doesn't book you, but her maid of honor might, and her best friend might, and stuff like that. It's great to get that visibility out there. Also try and take pictures of your Lavender event, like your relaxation room, sometimes without people there. And of course, if you can take pictures of women, make sure they're fully dressed and make sure you have their consent prior to posting to social media. Ask the women of your bridal party to possibly post their pictures to your social media and so forth. Great, wonderful way to advertise is from past party experiences. In your own establishment, you can put a massage chair and hang a purple lavender colored sign over it saying accepting bridal party event reservations or something like that, and put some brochures there with a little brochure holder. This way the people who are rotating in and out of your spa know that you do these house call bridal parties. Another thing that you can do is send a marketing email, of course, to your clientele, and adding a website page that's specifically for events. Hey, we do these events. It's not all about coming to my establishment. We do birthday parties, holiday parties, bridal parties, whatever you want to do. And I love using essential oils and the color that is associated with the essential oil, such as, well, I wouldn't use cinnamon, but red might be the color with cinnamon. A lot of people have allergies to cinnamon, but things like sandalwood, lang lang, I might use like a yellow color theme that's can be very sweet and floral for some. So think about these different colors or themes, and you can create an advertisement and a package based on these different scents and themes and colors and essential oil use. Okay. I love advertising in my establishment bathrooms. I'll leave you on a final note in the bathroom. I take picture frames and I will put like an 8x11 in a picture frame and advertise whatever my promotion might be that month. And I swap them out monthly. Okay, and this is a great additional exposure to your client. Your client thought they came to your office for a massage, right? I use that as an opportunity to advertise service and book more service with that traffic that's already in my establishment. So make sure that you're using hall space, bathroom space to advertise your services. Put your services on your business card. On the back of my business card, I have about 20 different services listed. of what I provide. In my case, I'm a teacher, so I have about 20 different subjects of what I teach about on the back of every business card that I distribute. And I distribute usually about 2 to 3 business cards for every client that I see, one business card for them, and an additional card or a couple extra cards that they can give out to friends. So I hope that this inspired some ideas about how you can build your own on-site out call, house call, mobile event. This is for specifically for bridal parties, and I use Lavender, but you can use, any type of party or theme that you wish. I hope these gave you plenty of ideas to create your own, or you can actually copy this to the T, whatever works best for you. The only thing that really matters, the success of this, is whatever your client thinks about it. So if they loved it, great, it was a success, usually, as long as you're not losing money or it wasn't a hardship for you. And of course, if the client didn't enjoy it, you might want to look at what they didn't enjoy and try and eliminate any factors that created some dissatisfaction or anything. So if you want more training with us, you can find me here at CE Institute. That's CE as in continuing education, ceinstitute.com. My name's Selena again. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're going to get some parties off in the next couple of years. I hope you have a lot of fun with them and you're able to improve your income with them. And until next time, be safe.